Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Buy Low Sell Shy. I'm your host Shy, and in this video I'm going to do basically how do you pre-sell the laser Privy American Silver Eagle on eBay. I'm going to walk you through step by step because everyone thinks like, oh, I'm just going to get this item and sell it. Well, I don't really like doing pre-sales. I probably can count on one hand how many times I've ever done it on eBay, and I've been on eBay for over 20 years. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can basically create a listing from scratch and the unique things you need to do on eBay in order to protect your eBay account. So number one is obviously you got to buy the laser privy, and today's date is August 20th. This coin just came out. There's a limited mintage of 100,000, just like the Army privy. So you can get it for 105 bucks plus $5.95 with shipping and handling. Unless you've made 3 purchases already from the US Mint, they're going to charge you for shipping and handling. So your cost is going to be $110.95. And right now, the going rate to sell this actual coin pre-sale on eBay is around 250 bucks. Some sellers already sold it for 259. So you can easily double your money or make, about 100 bucks after fees. And the reason I'm doing it is I already purchased the Army Privy. I'm keeping that one until I die. I'll give it to my kids. But the laser Privy I don't care about. And what I'd like to do is take the profits from the laser Privy and basically get my Army Privy for free, which is awesome, right? So again, this is just not to upset any people that collect coins. This is wrong. People do this all the time. So again, if you don't care about this coin, do care about it today. Purchase it from the US Mint. You'll have to get into a waiting list, a waiting room. It took me like 33 minutes, and then I was able to purchase the coin. So number one is once you have completed your purchase, the US Mint's going to send you this. Now I've blacked out all my stuff here, so it's going to give you confirmation of your order. And here it is. The item number is 24EALE, and you want to use your Microsoft snipping tool. Now, if you have an Apple laptop, I'm sorry, I don't own one. I don't know how that works, but basically you want to snip your actual receipt that the US Mint gives you, and then you want to use this marker here to black out your personal information, because you don't want to put all your personal information on a public site like eBay. Now, obviously, once the buyer buys it from you, they're going to know where you're shipping it from, which is your address and your personal information. So whatever. But basically what you want to do is take your order receipt from the US Mint and snip it. So snip the entire photo of the item. Save it as a JPEG after you've used the black pen here from the snipping tool to black out your information. And that is going to be your photo. You can choose to use the stock photos from the US Mint. I'm not a big fan ever of using anybody else's photos because I figure that's plagiarism. And if the US Mint wanted to basically bust everybody on eBay for using their images, they could. But they're not going to. But I'm just saying, like, dude, don't mess with the government. Just buy their coins from them, but don't use their photos. That's my personal recommendation. So I'm using this as my main photo. And then I'm going to show you my actual listing here. Like my screen, you guys can see the entire thing. All right. So this is how, again, you can title a couple different ways. This I just copied someone else's title that sold one for $259. They have like over 10 available, which is BS, but whatever. They're probably buying from the public and so on and so forth. But anyways, the household limit is 1, so you can only do this one time. So here it is, pre-sale 2025 W Silver Eagle 1 ounce laser beam engraved privy with box and COA. Okay, so this is my store, and guys, I always put my store in the description of the video. I also have done other videos with helping people how to actually list a coin. Or how to prove a Morgan silver dollar is real, and my experiences from buying, from famous well-known sellers on eBay, like Auction Kings and stuff like that. So do check out my channel if you are afraid of eBay, or you're familiar with eBay but you've never actually listed anything on eBay or even listed a coin, I have all these videos to help you through it, just like this one. Okay, so this is my listing, and this is the shipping. Again, this is me looking at it, so I live in the same town, so it's $5.19. So it's not, you don't want to just copy someone else's listing, and I'm going to tell you why. So if you're pre-selling an item, the eBay pre-sale policy, it's very important to follow. Otherwise, eBay will basically remove your listing, or they might strike your account where they don't even let you sell anything. So their policy is you must clearly state in the title of the item and in the description that the item is a pre-sale, and they give you 40 days, that's the limit, 40 days to ship out the item to the actual buyer. That's great, that's their rules, but then how do you implement those rules on your listing? So we're going to go into revise listing. I made this listing, it's live. And guys, if you already bought one or you didn't get a chance to buy one and you want to purchase this pre-sale, I mean, what better person to buy it from than the guy teaching a tutorial on how to properly list it so you meet all eBay's rules. And again, I do about 130, 160 a day on eBay. And here again, so here's how you would put your title. And you guys can go ahead. You can actually click on my listing and copy it. Even if the listing has sold, you can still click on my listing. If you want to copy it, that's absolutely fine. I don't care. Very, very important. So under coins, you want to list this under bullion. Okay, so why is that important? Well, as a store, as someone that has a basic store subscription with eBay, I pay eBay $27.95 every single month. They give me a limit of 1,000 listings, and I'm able to list things for free, but in turn, because I'm paying eBay a fee, they're giving me a discounted rate on the actual items that I sell. So if you guys don't have an eBay store, or you just have like a starter store, they're going to charge you 13.7% to sell the actual coin itself. But there are two categories, and you could either list it as bullion or you can list it as a numismatic coin. So here is why that's important. Okay, and this is where I got my price from. This guy just sold one yesterday for $2.59. All right, so I'm going to show you the eBay policies here, just to show you like why I listed under bullion. Okay, so stick with me. Don't click off yet. All right, so seller fees. Okay, so basic fees for most categories, here it is. So coins and paper money, it's 13.25%. If you list something under coins and paper money bullion, it's 13.6%. Okay, that's if you do not have a store. Now I have a store, so this is why it's important, especially if you guys have a basic store yourself because you sell other items on eBay and you're paying them the fee. You don't want to list it under anything but bullion. So here we're going to scroll down. Sorry, let's go to store selling fees. Okay, so here's that basic store subscription that lets you like post 1,000 items a year or a month, and this is just a basic starter store for just $7.95. All right, so here's the commission that eBay charges. So here again, basic gives you 1,000, starter gives you 250, and they charge you 30 cents a pop. Okay, so under coins and paper money with a starter store, which is that's what you guys would have to do. If you want to do a store, it's 13.25% for anything but bullion, but if you list under bullion, you're going to get charged 13.6%. For myself, because I have a basic store subscription, and they give the same pricing even to people that spend thousands of dollars a month to eBay, here is where it's very important. So here we go. So if I just listed this under coins and paper money as the category, so this guy right here, okay, and I didn't select bullion, I would be paying an extra 1.5% to eBay for no reason, just because of the category that I chose it in. So it's very important, if you have a basic store subscription, you want to select the category of bullion, 7.5%. okay, is what you get charged. And that's a huge discount because if you just are selling it yourself, you don't have a basic store, that's, what is it, 13.6%. So this is almost half of what eBay, what eBay will charge you. But again, they're already getting their money elsewhere. You're selling other items, okay? So that's why it's very important to select bullion, silver. I have a store category, Silver Eagles, and you're going to put it's uncertified, right, because it's not graded. And the year is 2025. It is a true 1 ounce silver coin. The coin is American Eagle. The strike type is proof. That's important to fill in there. It is ungraded. It's from the U.S. Mint. The fineness is 0.99999. Actually, 3 nines. 1 ounce. It's the United States is the manufacturer. Composition is silver, and then whatever unit quantity. Okay. So here's where you have to say that it's a pre-sale again. So the so item will ship as soon as it's received from the U.S. Mint. Shipping policy per eBay pre-sale rules is 40 days from time of purchase. Order confirmation attached with household limit of 1. And then I just say easy tracking on eBay. Item will ship U.S. Mint as it's received. And then I go a little step further. I basically I'll message the buyer with updates when product is estimated to arrive at my home, and then message buyer when the item is mailed out. I am willing to send the buyer photos of the item before shipping out so that they can confirm they still want the item. So again, some people that are going to buy from you don't want you to open the box. They want that box sealed with the U.S. Mint's tape, although they just use regular packaging tape. It's not like they use special, detectable tape if it's unsealed. But what I don't want the buyer to go through is, let's say this item has a milk spot on it, or the capsule's cracked, or the coin is jacked up. I don't want that buyer to be surprised. So whoever buys this from me, I'm going to message them saying, hey, the item's on its way. Hey, I got it. Would you like photos of it, or do you want me to keep it sealed and you be the first one to actually look at this coin? So I'll leave it up to them how they want to receive it. Obviously, if they give me permission to open it, I'm going to take very clear photos, and you can send all these photos through messages. Okay, and then I'm just saying I'm trusted seller, guarantee a professional buying experience, and then here's just some basic stuff on the coin itself. All right, so then you want to put your price. Obviously, put quantity. You don't have more than one. eBay manages the payments. And then I created a shipping policy for pre-sale, okay? And this is my only listing for pre-sale. This is very, very, very important step of the process, okay? So you want to go into your item, and what you don't want to do is create a listing where as soon as they pay for it, you then have to provide tracking, you then have to ship out the item. Well, dude, how are you supposed to ship out an item that you don't have yet? Okay, so when you go into your shipping policy, you're going to want to edit it, okay? And you can create a policy just for a pre-sale, and then don't use it for your other listings, because then it's going to say you got 40 days. Okay, so here you go. Standard shipping, small, cost varies per buyer location. You want to select the service. So here again, you could select whoever you want, however you want to ship out the item. I'm just doing United States Post Office Ground Advantage, so you can select your service. If you want to offer free shipping, that's fine. Okay. Some people are doing that. I don't know. That's kind of risky. Like the post office could decide tomorrow, like, hey, it's going to cost double now to ship everything. Okay. So you select that, and then here is the important part here: handling time. Okay. So when you do an eBay listing and you select your shipping policies, it might be defaulted to same business day or 2 business days. When you're selling a pre-sale item, the longest one you can select is 40 business days. Okay, now that is very, very, very important. So when you're pre-selling items, again, the policy with eBay is they give you 40 days. So meaning after the buyer has paid for the item, you are now on the clock for 40 days. Meaning if for some reason the U.S. Mint doesn't ship the item and you don't get it within 40 days out to the actual buyer, that buyer is entitled to a full actual refund, which is fine. You just get your money back. You get the buyer gets his money back, your sale gets canceled, and the money that comes out of your account, that got deposited in your account has to go back to eBay. All right, no big deal. But that's very important. So this is where you would select 40 business days, and then you would save. Now, I'm not going to save it because I already have this in place. Okay, The packaging weight typically on these products is about 4 to 5 ounces, depending on how much packaging. It comes in like a 9 by 6 by 3 box. How do I know that? Well, I got the Army Privy, so I know exactly the packaging that it came in. And you want to select 12 ounces. You don't want to put 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pounds. That's stupid because then your listing is going to show that it's got $10 in shipping. You want to put 12 ounces. That's a safe number. I do allow eBay international shipping. So that means anyone outside the United States that is an approved eBay region or area of the world can make the purchase from me. And as a seller, you literally just ship it to local eBay processing facility. They take care of all the custom paperwork, all that stuff on your behalf. This is my location. I do offer a return policy, although no one ever returns these type of coins. You could promote it if you want, and then you would hit list it. Okay, so that's how you create your listing. So we're going to this, and we're going to go here. So that's not my listing, but I can show you my listing. And someone just bought something from me while I was doing this video for you guys. I got a lot of stuff, guys. I got over $30,000 worth of items, almost 1,500 items. All right, so this is my actual listing here. One person has looked at it so far. All right, so this is the listing that I created. So let me move this over. Okay, so to summarize, first of all, I'm really hoping that this video helps you guys out and understand that it's not just as simple as just list it on eBay and you're done. No, dude, if you don't put the 40-day shipping policy in place, you are going to get screwed. And this is what would happen. Okay, let's say if you didn't put the 40-day on there, or you might already have this coin listed and you didn't realize you had to put 40-day handling. Someone will buy the coin from you. You don't have it yet. And whatever your shipping policy is, because you forgot to put 40 days, let's say it's 2 days, you now have 2 days to get this item and provide a tracking number to your buyer. Okay, so the clock starts ticking, and then that buyer would get a message from eBay saying, all right, the tracking number is provided. You're going to get your item, within 3 to 5 business days. Okay, so let's say you go through this whole process, and you're messaging the buyer back and forth, hey man, I made a mistake. I forgot to put 40 days for the policy. I created this, tracking number. I don't have the coin yet though. What do you want to do? And let's say the buyer's cool with it. Well, even though you are in communication with the buyer that they're cool with it, eBay is not going to be cool with it. So this is what happens. So if you provide a tracking number, but you don't, eBay will then monitor the tracking of the item, meaning they'll just see you just created a label, but you never provided any updates. So this leaves you open to getting your account suspended or getting written up by eBay, and they might prevent you from selling items in the future. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to upset eBay, because eBay will look at like, okay, well, you told the guy you're going to ship it within 2 days, you provide the tracking, but now we don't see any movement. And let's say 30 days goes by because the U.S. Mint's taking their sweet time to deliver the coin to you. eBay can step in and basically cancel the entire order, and then they'll think you are just some kind of fraudster on their website, and they'll just cancel your account completely. So again, that's why it's so important that you put a 40-day shipping policy on this item. It's very important that you put pre-sale in the title of your item, and you also put pre-sale in the description of the item. So that way everybody's on the same page. You've set it up correctly on eBay. Your buyer, you're setting the level of expectation. And at the end of the day, it sounds like a lot of work. It really isn't. And I'm going to make over $100 when I sell this item pre-sale. So that's pretty sweet, right? Like the U.S. Mint's not going to charge my credit card until they actually ship the item. I already have this money waiting in my eBay account. I've already been funded the money. I've already made my $100 plus profit, and I haven't had to really do anything. And then when the actual item does arrive, I can then, provide messages, a little back and forth between me and the buyer, and then slap a shipping label on the actual U.S. Mint box that they ship it to you in a regular brown box. ship that out to the guy, and I made $100. Like, it's that easy. So I hope this video helps you guys out. Hopefully you guys purchase this coin today. That's number one, most important step. And then again, I'm personally doing this because I don't care about this coin. I don't care if it goes up to 350, $400 later on. I'm just willing to pump and dump. All right, because I don't care about a laser privy. Even though the mintage limit is the same as Army privy, I still feel the Army privy is going to be more sought after. Another side note is I noticed the photos on this one show the like the current black blase made in China packaging. The Army privy one came in the nice original blue packaging from West Point Mint. So that is way nicer packaging than it looks like this one's going to come out with. But again, and they did that for a reason, right? Because it's, you know, it's a 250th anniversary for the Army Privy. So anyways, this video's gone on long enough. I appreciate you guys watching. If you stuck around to the end, please leave me a like. Please share this out to others that are interested in selling pre-sale items. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make some money out there. I know it's tough. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. And then again, you can check out a video here. I'll probably post a video on how to sell a coin on eBay, just to help you guys out if you never did it before. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.